Oh, my YouTube. Why isn't YouTube working? Oh, there we go. All right, I'm live now. Go to the YouTube page if you haven't already. It looks like the stream was blocked, but I've got back up and going now. Let's check out Facebook. Matt Hunt says, oh, Matt Hunt was correcting me about more points coming, but he did. Matt made a good point. He said no sense of urgency, and Fish is just picking on the practice squad players as he should. But again, this is Ryan Fitzpatrick picking on practice squad players. Again, 18 points last week against a hobbled Eagles defense was unacceptable. I don't care what the offense does. That's not a good offense. The Eagles offense was not good. Like, there's no reason for 18 points no matter who you have in the backfield. So you can say the offense sputtered all you want, and they did, but that defense should have picked them up. 3rd and longs, the 4th down conversion last week, unacceptable. Just like this is another form of unacceptable. I am looking at Robert Saleh, and I want to know what Kyle Shanahan has a hand in this too, because a lot of it stops with Kyle Shanahan. No. Someone just pinged me up and said, I'm not even going to say the name. They just pinged me, fire Kyle Shanahan. Step away from the ledge. Step away from the ledge. No. Does anybody want to go back to that? No. We do not fire Kyle Shanahan. No one here wants to go back to that. The days of Chip Kelly and Jim Tomsula? No. We do not want to go back to that. Step away from the ledge. Buddy, I'm not even going to give you your @ because you're just going to get ridiculed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your input. But no firing Kyle Shanahan. Don't even think that. There is nothing here that makes me say I want to go back to that. No. Patty Anderson, a shower is annoyed. Take a number. That's really the best way I can say there. If you're just joining us, go to the YouTube page for the Niners. Go to Niners Nor's Facebook page. Go to my Twitter. Block me on Twitter. Retweet me. I don't care, but my Twitter's up there too. I keep looking. My camera for YouTube and Facebook's up here. Then the Twitter one's down here because for some reason I can't do desktop live feeds on Twitter for whatever the reason. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, they're still talking. Oh, yeah, that's right. I started late because we decided to delay the whole thing. Let's see what's going on here. What's up in Twitter land? At Zeke Jr., what are our options at QB? We don't have one. Yeah, we can release Jimmy, but who do we get? Exactly, Zeke. What's the alternative? Unless the Niners can tank and get the first-round pick and get Trevor Lawrence, which, oh, God, you put him in a Kyle Shanahan offense. Oh, boy. That could be pretty good. Yeah, unless that happens, no. It's what's the alternative? You've invested too much money, too much film time. Like, he spent time with Mike Shanahan watching film. Like, Garoppolo's not – part of this is the offensive line. The offensive line can't protect anything. Like, they cannot get him the time to throw the ball. That's the first thing. Second problem is, the defense is defense isn't good either. Max OWGF wants to know if the Niners should trade for Jimmy. No. Grant Cohn said that the Patriots were offering a first-round pick to get Jimmy Garoppolo back. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo should be traded. I don't think right now Garoppolo really gets too much of a trade value. Again, we've seen him play at a high level. So, again, we have seen Garoppolo play at a high level. He's having a bad game, bad stretch of games, but this is whatever. And yes, just so you know, if this continues, if the 49ers do lose to the Dolphins, I don't see them getting to the playoffs. I just don't see it happening. That rough stretch they've got after this, it's just not happening. Like, I think this is just not the 49ers year. It's not the Super Bowl hangover. It's injuries. It's some overrated coaching. Again, I'm not saying fire Saleh, but you've got to look at this. This is good coordinators could compensate for the issues that they have right now, and there hasn't been anything remotely promising unless you have your elite starters out there. That's not good coaching. You've got to make up with the talent that you can get off the street. Belichick can do it. Fangio can do it. Pete Carroll can do it. The Seahawks were injured beyond belief at the end of the season last year, and they still were in it. They were able to make it through the first round of the playoffs and get to Green Bay before they had to, call it a day. They were injured. That was embarrassing when they played the Niners in the NFC in the Week 17 or Week 16 game for the NFC West. That was embarrassing. They held their own despite all the injuries. So injuries, it's a problem, but it's not a decent excuse. Not an excuse for when there's bad coaching. Let's keep looking here. Let's see what else we got here. Again, go to For the Niners YouTube page, go to the Niners North Facebook page, follow, retweet, block me on Twitter, all that fun stuff. Let's see here. Zeke Jr. wants to point out our schedule doesn't get any easier. No, it does not. That schedule is not going to get any easier. That schedule is why I don't think they're making it to the playoffs this year. I don't know what's going on, but it's not a Super Bowl hangover. The defense isn't putting them in good positions, and the offensive line's not helping them. So this offseason, offensive line should be the first thing that they look at. Then, you're going to have to look at your defensive coordinator and maybe your quarterback, but I'm not ready to move on from Jimmy G yet. But you're about to see he is what he is. I keep looking to see if the game's back on. Let's see what we got. Kevin Keith says it's injuries, plain and simple this year. Thanks for following on Facebook, Kevin. Injuries are a factor. I'm not saying they're not a factor. Injuries are a factor. But this is it's not what we can solely use as an excuse as to why the Niners aren't doing well. Because, again, other teams can compensate for injuries. Other teams can get injured and still be in it. The Seahawks were able to do it last year. They made it through some of the playoffs. How embarrassing was it for the Seahawks last year to trot out Marshawn Lynch? How embarrassing is that? And they still are able to kind of hang in with the Niners in Week 17. So injuries I'm not saying they're not a factor. They are, but injuries are not the full reason why the Niners aren't doing well. I mean, there's other reasons too. All right, let's see here. I love it. I'm talking about Garoppolo not even knowing he threw a second pick. Ugh. What is up with this team? What is up with this team? Rob Flory, with the skill position players they have, it shouldn't be this bad. Exactly, Rob. It should be bad. Don't get me wrong. This should not be a blowout, 0 points, blah, blah, blah. There should be points with where this defense should be. There shouldn't be wide open players all over the place. It should not be this bad. And if I hear that excuse from the 49ers one more time, communication issues, I look at Robert Saleh and I say, why are there communication issues? Fourth-year coordinator, inexcusable. Communication issues, that's does not work. Does not work with me. All right. Let's see here. What's going on my Twitter? Hey, Obi. Oh, boy, DBZ has joined. What's up, oh, boy? What else we got here? Yeah, this sucks. Like, I thought the 49ers would make it to the playoffs again. I didn't know if they'd make it to the Super Bowl, but yeah, I place a lot of this on Saleh. And I know people are going to say, oh, it's the offense or they're injured. No, again, it's not that you're losing, it's how you're losing. And if you look at how they're losing, this is just it's not very good. Not cutting it. All right, looks like the game is back on. Follow me on Twitter at Pato Holloway. Retweet the thing, do all that. I appreciate you guys. Like 49ers North's Facebook page. Like and subscribe to the YouTube page. We'll see you all next week, unless I drink too much after this game. Later, guys.